Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, and opportunities and macro updates. My name is Lucas.
My name is Ryan.
And speaking of crypto neo, of course, we like to stay ahead of the curve on the latest innovations in blockchain and crypto. And one of those, we like to be your home for Secret Network latest updates, really, because what does Secret Network offer to the crypto community that other blockchains don't?
Privacy, right? It's in the name.
Privacy, it's in the name. We talk about the NFTs, what they bring to NFTs. We talk about what they bring to DeFi and how they're changing the game, bringing security, privacy, and the security that comes with that as a service. Well, we've got some exciting news because there's another application, another dApp, another innovative protocol being built using that privacy on Secret Network. So as we say,
Yes.
always look for those projects, those protocols that regardless of the temporary mood of the market, you can see where value is being built and where innovation is happening. And this is solving a problem that many people in blockchain and crypto have wondered about and thought about, knowing at some point there would be a way to work a solution. But until that day came, it just was in the back of people's minds. And I guess you want to talk a little bit about what some of that problem is for those people who maybe amass any kind of wealth in blockchain and crypto assets?
Yeah, the main problem is how to distribute these assets after if you pass, right? So there's private keys that we store, there's logins to accounts, and not, all that stuff is necessary to have secure, and you need to have, and it needs to be in the hands of your heir or the recipient, if you pass, for them to be able to unlock any of this wealth.
And in the past,
go ahead.
In the past, when we've had banks and third-party intermediaries, it wasn't an issue because they required certain levels of documentation, and they were the custodians. But in this new technology of blockchain, you're the custodian, your wallet, your keys. And when you have that situation, the question becomes, well, where do you store that wallet key information, and how do you pass that information on to another without that third-party intermediary risk? How do we keep the strength of blockchain and still be able to consciously choose who we want to share that information with at whatever times, whether it's on death or other periods of time, that unlocking periods?
And Serenity Shield is creating a solution to that problem. They're creating a dApp called a Strongbox. This is essentially a private and secure file storage system. It's built on top of the Secret Network blockchain. So you have privacy at the fundamental level, and the dApp that you use to access this is on Solana. So it's cross-chain. That's another, and that's something that we're seeing a lot with the IBC, is that we're seeing the initial stages of developing some of these cross-chain partnerships, whether we're talking about Gravity Bridge or EVMOS, or in this case with Secret Network and Solana through the Serenity Shield. And so, yeah, it's good to see the cross-chain development. We're seeing the importance of security and privacy for smart contracts, and that's becoming more and more obvious. And I think people are starting to turn their heads and notice that, okay, you can do things on Secret Network that are just not possible on other blockchains. And I guess we should get into the NFTs, because that's part of how this works. And if you're wondering, how do you create, what does this look like? What's the architecture? It's based off of NFTs. So do you want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it. And before we do, I do want to reiterate what you just said, because that's a huge point. Secret Network has been innovating privacy with smart contracts. However, we're looking at IBC interoperability, and like you mentioned, Gravity Bridge, EVMOS, and here with Solana, EVM, another EVM chain, we're seeing Ethereum EVM compatible chains move over, connect without the risk of certain wormholes and bridges, and tap directly into Secret Network or other IBC chains to take advantage of their features. Now, of course, Secret Network will continue to share the latest and greatest, because we're all about finding where the value and innovation is all over blockchain and crypto, and where it can affect the macro market future development of the economy, and recognizing the importance of privacy, whether it's for data storage, for DeFi, financial models, really
front running.
front running, right? You find that privacy is a necessity for the success of many applications. So what's so cool about this, and you're so early if you're learning about this, of course you're going to do your own research, because we're just educational research information. This is not marital advice, commercial advice, legal advice, or financial advice. But what we're seeing here, to know how early you are, we're seeing Solana, which is known, they have a pretty strong NFT community. They're known, and when they're up and running, their speed and the low cost of their transactions. So we're seeing now another blockchain community recognize the value of privacy and use secret networks, blockchain and privacy feature layer 1 as a solution to add value. This is just the beginning. There are so many other protocols. Anyone can do this, from Ethereum, from Polygon, from Solana, from Avalanche, any application, decentralized application that wants to add the value of privacy, they will be able to integrate into secret network. And like you just mentioned, the NFTs. And here we're going to have to where you can have NFTs on a different network, in this case, Solana, be able to communicate with an application that accesses information that's made private on secret. So this is just one example of the innovations and the, the creativity that's going to come out with allowing this new technology to freely grow,
evolve,
experimentation, evolve. Exactly. So we're going to leave.
I love to see, before we jump to the outro, I love to see projects that are solving real world problems, right? Actually bringing utility. So it's seeing what you can. I mean, people talk about NFTs as JPEGs and art, that but at the end of the day, it's an idea that makes possible solutions to things like custody and dispersing assets under certain events, and it creates a way to do this and without having to trust a lawyer or a bank or a centralized party that takes custody of these assets. So we're not just seeing hype, but we're seeing that you can really do things with this technology, and privacy makes it even more valuable. So that's the kind of project that I like to look at, is when you can actually solve problems that others aren't and innovate. So, just wanted to get that out there.
I'm glad you did. Hey, I also have this little image up on their website. Do you see this breakdown? Can you see it? NFT 1 user, NFT 2 air, and NFT 3 vault, which is their strong box, on their website, the Serenity Shield. So do you kind of want to run through a quick example to explain
what that's all about? So when you create a strong box, you're the user, right? So you're going to get, there'll be a password that controls this strong box, this vault, and a private key. It will be split up into 3 segments.
Okay.
And each one of those segments is its own NFT. Okay. These will be Solana NFTs, right? Now, in order to unlock the vault, you will need to have two of those NFTs.
Right.
So the air will get 1, the vault will have a 3rd that'll be stored within it. And as the user, you'll have 1 as well. So to say, if you want to make a change on who the heir or recipient is, or you want to, add something to the contract or just change it, you would need to have your NFT plus whatever password to unlock the vault to access the second NFT, and then you'll have 2, and then you can make your adjustments. But it requires having 2 of them. And of course,
flexibility. You can make it. You'll always be able to make those adjustments. You're not stuck like, oh shucks. And that's neat. And you mentioned in passing it split up into 3. Well, of course, we want you to do your own research. We're going to leave the links below, but always check out, the white paper of a project and read through and see what it is that they're doing and what they're trying to do and how they're going to do it. And what Ryan just mentioned is what they're calling the Shamir's secret sharing SSS, is a key distribution algorithm that splits private secret information into parts called fragments. And those fragments don't reveal the secret information, that private key that is necessary to access your information. So that's what's broken into 3. It's you can learn more about it here. And these are the strong box, the non-fungible tokens that will be used to store those 3 fragments. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat how blockchain and crypto continues. Oh, here's another little graphic we were going to leave up. Do you want to kind of go through this architecture and explain kind of how it goes from the app, the DApp, and then where it moves through secret?
So the vault and the smart contract is on secret. The DApp is the user browser, the wallet, the client, all that will be on Solana. And the login, you will have, of course, you have biometric data. There's SSO, social, I can't remember the acronym that's in the white paper, but there's various ways. Yeah, social media something. And yeah, passwordless flow with the biometric data. So yeah, that's the idea. And then you can unlock the DApp, access the NFT, and then have access to the contract on Secret Network.
What's really cool about this? Oh, go ahead. Pardon me.
And Serenity, they will then handle the notification of at the point of death to your recipient and provide the pass, make it possible for them to unlock that second NFT.
And now the password also could be distributed in a will and testament of sorts, because the password, they need to have the NFT and the password. Having the NFT alone will not grant someone any access. So the password is something that could be kept and distributed at the at some other time by a third party, and that password alone by a third party wouldn't give anybody access without the
well, you could also do biometric login, right? You could say you could have that person's fingerprint or iris scan on file, and then at the point where you passed, and they can log in using that information, right?
Many different ways. What's cool about this, and why we bring this up, this image, in the future, just like internet and email, and people just press a button on their phone, they don't have to understand how HTTPS, works or anything else. These are the applications, the protocols working in the background, but the user, they just may come with a thumbprint. They, like you said, they just may come with an iris scan and just press a couple buttons. What we're seeing is how blockchain is really maturing and getting a little bit more dynamic with this integration of Secret Network and Solana. So very, very cool. The Secret Network will be the blockchain upon which the main smart contracts are written, as it offers the security, transparency, and privacy by design features required by Serenity Shield. So there you have it. Another protocol that sees the value of privacy built on Secret Network. Not going to read through this whole white paper because that would be doing your research for you. And this is do your own research, right?
Yeah, we'll link it for sure.
We'll definitely link it and recommend taking a look. This looks like a very, very fun and, definitely bringing some new value to blockchain and crypto. And they have a Medium article. They have an account you can follow there. And they just posted about their secret ingredient, digital rights for everyone, how Secret Network actually makes it possible for them to provide this service. This is something that someone can't fork and say, oh, we're going to do this on Avalanche without private.
Right.
You need to have that Secret Network privacy for storing that data vault of information in order for this to work. So this is, they could spark a little following of other blockchain apps, that want to do this.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of uses for this. I mean, privacy and information, privacy and data. There's enterprise uses that haven't been explored yet on Secret. There's a lot going on that remains, this hasn't happened yet, but it will, because of how important and the uniqueness of smart contracts with a privacy fundamental layer at layer 1. That's has not been exploited yet to all its potential uses. And I don't even think we're just now beginning to see the beginning of it.
I think we don't need to read this article. We'll let people read it themselves because it pretty much covers a lot of what we said. It might get into more detail, but the value is in Secret Network for privacy, and we're going to continue to cover more of it We're going to continue to share the latest updates, not just on Secret Network, whatever innovations are happening around blockchain and crypto, as well as macro updates. We love talking about the macro market, the economy, and how blockchain is emerging, this new dynamic technology, and in which blockchains, which dApps are going to shake up and revolutionize the different industries. So it's exciting. You're still early. Take your time to do your research. We are just another source, your home for Secret Network updates, for macro updates, for the latest in crypto innovation, news, education, opportunities, the NEO. But until the next time, I think we covered most of it. Is there anything else you want to say?
I think so. No, I think you got it.
We got playlists down here below. And if you'd like to support this content and see more of it, then you know what to do. Notification bell, like, drop a little comment to love. We may even have some addresses down below if we figured out how to send some crypto. But until then, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.
Thank you.